Alright guys, welcome back. We are in the technology screen with the game paused. So I've been in the game a little bit before recording, just letting some of the upgrades tick away. So we have actually done every upgrade that we can possibly do with just blue and red science. So we haven't done any yellows yet. So when I was looking out here, we could. There's actually a ton of technologies that don't use yellow yet that we haven't even researched. So the yellow cubes are all set up and ready to go. But before we start researching anything that requires them, I wanted to do a couple other things. So I want to start with defense because I always like feeling safe before we do anything else. So I'm going to start with researching missile turrets, which should be very quick. It's only 150 blue cubes. And let's see, to make missile ammo, it's kind of complicated actually. Copper circuits, engines, and combustible units. So let's go ahead and start thinking about that. Engines are over here. Combustible units over there. Engines take copper to make. Copper and electromagnets. Circuits and copper. Now, can we do all that is the question. Engines is not on a belt right now, but it could be. We could go down maybe into like the windmill area. I think that's kind of looking like a good option. So for example, we could take a belt, I don't know, something like this, and then, you know, and then down, let's say like that, and then through the windmills. And that would be engines. And then we would need the same thing with circuits, so this would have to be a splitter. Now if we split it, I would want to prioritize. So let's get that. Meaning prioritize science. It's gonna get real messy real fast though. It's not that messy. So we're trying to do this with like 4 different things. Although maybe we should start thinking like of these windmills as like temporary. Yeah, that's the wrong way to think about it, but you know, they're taking up a lot of space. It's sort of primitive technology for power generation. Okay, but there's 4 things total to make missile ammo, right? Circuits, engines, and then the other 2, which is copper. Here's some copper. Dun, 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 dun. Probably just take the end of this. Well, shoot. I swear I wish I could go like underground. Okay, let's do it a different way. Maybe we'll kind of split it here. Yeah. This is probably going to work better. Although, the other splitter would work even better. Alright, we got missiles. See, that was fast. So let's get something else going while we're doing that. I was just clicking through here. I mean, there's so many things that require red and blue, like this, titanium ammo. Just take regular ammo and put titanium on it, and you get titanium ammo. So that is going to be good to have. Look at that. It does fit, kind of. And then the combustible units are going to be doing something similar. So we have to thread this through. See, this is what we're actually burning. So it's running a little low. Might want to double up this production before we try to use even more of it. Okay. So like this. Let's take a look. Okay, just sweep through here. Okay. I think it's cleanest just to move this box. Okay, there we go, there we go. Okay. Wait, no, that's not right. Where are we trying to go? We're trying to go over here. So let's keep it on level 2 a little bit longer. And let's say we remove these. That might be an issue. Yeah, need a power line. Or I guess just more of these guys. I could just rebuild them. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we didn't destroy anything, we just moved it. Alright, let's take a look. Missiles 2 seconds to make 1, but 6 copper. Huh. So the 2 big ones are copper and circuits. So this is almost good. I need the circuits to actually be switched position from these engines. So I really need like this kind of thing. So if that's not obvious to you, it's because I'm just gonna do one building. It's because of I want the belts that have the most inputs to be close proximity to the facility that's creating things, because the sorters run faster when they're close. 6, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, perfect. And then, well, it's not perfect as nothing is coming through here, but I think it will eventually. So let's make sure it has power, and then if this is... let me do the output first, before I think about if it's efficient. If it's actually working correct, it's going to be making 1 every 2 seconds, so this trip... Oh, yeah, that's fine. 0.5. So really we just need these combustible units to come down. I think the reason they're not is because they're all going into the box, probably. Yeah. The other thing I want to get going pretty soon is hydrogen fuel rods, and then I'll use those for the mecha instead of these things. But let's just assume that they're going to come eventually. So now, only other thing is like put it in a box. And then, yeah, restricted to 4. And then just do something else with it. I guess we'll probably end up making a circumference kind of like the other ones, but let's see if we can make some turrets. There's 10. How do they even work? Let me go get more foundation real quick. So let's say, just for a prototype, let's make a turret here. How big are they? Probably bigger. Okay, let's say we make it here.
You've built a missile turret. It can launch guided missiles. It provides all-around defense against both ground and space enemies. You can select targets in the turret panel.
So it attacks ground and space. You can select targets. Oh, I see.
Replication complete.
Low air would be like the ships they send at us. Upper air relay station only. What does upper air mean? Relay station. I saw that in the technology tree. This thing? Oh, signal tower? No. Relay station. I guess I don't really care that much. At least not right now. Huh. These would be nice to have, by the way. These are like the big power poles. Super nice to have. But even though we have the technology, technically, looking at that cost, looks pretty hefty. 10 of those super magnets per thing. Here's the hydrogen fuel rods. Let's do that next. So, one of the reasons I'm wanting to check on all of this is I want to start thinking about how to attack and defeat one of these island bases. Because, to be honest with you, I tried this. Just briefly, and these turrets are pretty powerful. So, I don't know if I just need a better mecha with better, you know, fleet, a bigger fleet and all that kind of stuff. Better ammo, maybe? Not exactly sure what all we need for it. Okay, we are getting some ammo. Let me grab some. So can I use it in my ship? Yes, I can. But I probably won't. Let's not. Okay. Turrets will accumulate energy. OF, whoa. I mean, it looks cool. Oh yeah, let's see the range. It's definitely bigger range. Guess we could do one. I'm not gonna make any kind of system, just sort of whenever I feel like we need one. Probably one like here. Oh wait, that's gonna be weird. Now we can snake in the belt. Okay, now let's bring the belts all the way around. How much belts do we have? Not enough. We need more. I guess we'll get to test this out reasonably soon because we got an 82% threat. what's happening here. Okay. Oh, it's not quite going in. I think I need to rotate this thing. Okay. Is this working? Everyone happy? Belts are all made. Excuse me. You know what else we need is the faster belts. I was thinking about that because we could boost the coal production, but coal is like maxing out the belt right now, I think. Also, this box is gonna fill up for a while. Let's go look at the coal. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I mean, yes, but it's not really using it. What we should really do is just make a different area for those combustible units. Okay, so it's coal, right? Yeah, we should just split the coal and have this be for the combustible units. Wait a minute. Yeah. And then this is the output. Okay, it's just coal, right? Yeah. This line can end here, and then this one just does what the other one was doing.
Reset.
Thank you. Delete, delete, delete. I guess delete all this because it's gonna go to level 2 anyway. And then connect. Okay. Coal ends there. And what is missing? We can dump these in here. And now we need to split the coal. So this would be a perfect opportunity of where to use fast belts. So to give you an idea of how I play these games, I don't typically just upgrade the belts everywhere, just because we can. I try to like pick specific places that actually need fast belts. So this would be an example. Literally just the span from here to here would be a good example. But we need the technology, so let me queue it up. It's up here at the top somewhere. Yeah, this thing. But to make them, you have to use those high energy propulsion units or whatever. Okay, we went from 1 to 4 on these productions, so that should be helpful. Assuming the coal throughput is enough. Which it looks like it is, because it's not being, we're not smelting very many graphite, luckily. Okay. So yeah, those fast belts, I think we'd want to make them over here. Because this is where those things are made. What are these things called? Turbines. And then we have belts right here. But these aren't on a belt. And they are iron and gears. Maybe we could just delete this, remake them somewhere else. The iron and the gears are coming through here, and then they're stopping. iron and gears. So yeah, we could keep them going. And maybe do it here. I'm loving this just like willy-nilly off the cuff strategizing. Okay, you see these magnets kind of going in this weird square shape. I'm going to propose that those move. Okay. Now what do we do? Okay, look at this. This is like, I'm realizing I learned that you can do these like super steep elevators, which I had no idea you could do. It's almost kind of funny looking. Is there any way we could move this power line? Yeah, okay. Oh, kind of hurts me to see this, but kind of doesn't at the same time. All right, oops. Let's see. Can I turn off this? I just realized I don't necessarily want that all the time. Okay. So what are we doing? We're remaking belts. 2-to-1. Huh. Oh wait. Why is this confusing me? I'm confused by this steel right here. Like, I want this to still have a home. Okay, I'll just build it out. Now what? Sometimes it helps me to build the facilities first.
Research.
Could go at it this way. This is real funky, but basically that, and then these come down here. And I'll have room for 2 in case we need to. And I'm out of belts. Oh my god, we're at 96. It's gonna attack soon. Okay, this is regular yellow belts. No, not that. Here we go. This is, what, 3 at a time. Ooh. Yeah, that's fine. We just need the fast outsider, I think. Then they will make the faster ones. Somehow. We don't even have that researched. So I'll leave that there for now. I guess we still want a box. Yeah, we do. Let me go move. Let me go delete the other stuff. So we want delete, and dump them in. There we go. I still want to hold 300. Alright, hopefully we'll see some missile action when they attack. Let's go look at the missiles. Oh wait. Okay. I guess we didn't build one over here. We built one right here, which still doesn't have ammo. Dang it. Okay, well, maybe we won't see any. Can I throw some in or something real quick? Guessing they're just going in the box. Let me grab 100 real quick. Okay, here they come. Just to see it at work, you know? Okay, we got 100 missiles in here. Whoa, I was looking at those, but I think that's the space station. Where are they? Oh, they're way over there. We might not see them at all. Ooh, he hit that corner pretty hard. Yeah, I think we'll want to beat this up. Right? I mean, this is getting kind of hectic. So, like, I mean, I want, like, at least 3 here. And, ideally, one of these. We just need to get the belt to feed all the way over there. If there's one here and one there, could do a second one in between, but I don't care right now. Just gonna go straight there. Okay, there we go. Oh, yeah, and they did a small force on the other side as well. Just like last time. I guess I'll do a second one here just because I can. Okay, we got the faster belts.
Reset.
Let's see what that would look like. Okay, so recipe is 3 to 1. Okay. So I'm gonna move that power pole. Does this work? I guess I could go down 1 space and then go down 1 space here. And then the turbines can just come in like this. Okay, you see how they're going from level 2 to level 1 here? So we can just do a splitter instead. Oh wait, no. So the bottom, yeah. Does that work? It's so weird. And then the top. And I don't think I care about the priority. Okay. And then you can output here into a box. Now if this is 1 per second, 3 per second, I don't care. I'm gonna just use 1. I just don't think I'll use them as much as the others. Okay, we need to input. I will double check though. Yeah. Okay, so this does need to upgrade. There we go. Is this fast enough? Yeah. Cool. All right, now we got faster belts being made. So I'm gonna do something unusual. I'm gonna actually take a little break and pick this up, the second half of this up, a little bit later. So stay tuned for the magic of editing. Okay, sorry about that. I felt like I was losing my voice a little bit, so I took a break, but I think I'm good to go. Okay, so we got the speed belts, and let me go ahead and do at least that section I was talking about with the coal. It actually doesn't need it right now, but I think eventually it might. Okay, so how does this work? If I upgrade, okay. Yeah, there we go. So the faster belt, let's look at it. I'm guessing it's double, yeah. 6 to 12, cool. Okay. Now, let's continue. So, oh my gosh, we're not researching. How long has that been going on? This is only blue, that's surprising. Graphene. Okay, I forgot about this. So it's like an upgrade from graphite. I mean, sure. Let's go ahead and queue up a couple things though. Yeah, okay, I wanted to start this up. That's kind of one aspect I remember enjoying from the game. Photon frequency, sure. But let me go look at the turrets, because I know last time we had that battle, we didn't even have missile turrets shooting. And they're still not coming around, so I'll go check on them after this, but did we finish? Yes, we did. Okay. We put one in the corner. Nice. I mean, honestly, I think it'd be cool to put one even over here, because remember, this is where another small fleet landed. I always try to like point it the right place. Okay. And I wonder if I might have a belt the wrong way. For some reason that laying that belt just then made me think like, I bet that's what I did. Wasn't thinking about direction mattering. So you could have to come out the side. There we go. Did we ever research the hydrogen fuel? We did. Okay, so that could be something we make next too. I guess the threat on our remote planet is fine. I haven't heard any notifications about it. None of this is moving at all. Could be because we're doing blue science only. But why isn't the burners burning? Oh, they are. They're just slow. Okay, because that's good news. I wonder if we should like delete half of these. You know, like how much hydrogen do we really need to burn? You know. So if we look at the power, I mean, we're more than efficient. We got those solar panels now. And does it say how fast the burn rate is? Doesn't really say, but pretty slow. It's like 10 seconds or something. Okay. Now I got a bunch of extra hydrogen on my hands. I wonder if we'd want a tank. You know, we could move one over here to have a little extra room. F1, come on. What's happening? and then build this guy, and then do a splitter here. And a tank. Do we have any tanks laying around? Here's the, yeah, we do. Okay. One thing I like about this game is fluids are just items on the belts, which is kind of nice. Just, you know, let's not overcomplicate it. So prioritize burning it, but then if there's any left over, just dump it in here. And then it's just eventually, you know, it'll fill up and then won't do it anymore. Doing something similar with the light oil. Okay, we wanted to check on the missile production because they're not coming down the line. Ah, well, here's a problem that doesn't seem to be the problem, but it's a problem. Okay, what else do we got? Yeah, they're just working. So the issue, I don't know if you call it a problem, but the reason it's slow is copper. So yeah, might as well boost copper, something to do, you know. I was thinking about this earlier. There's not a lot of room here.
Rare ores are distributed on different planets. Collecting rare ores and putting them into industrial production will greatly improve production efficiency.
That's a weird thing to just say right now randomly. Huh. Because I don't think they're talking about titanium and silicon. Well, they could be talking about silicon, yeah, that would help. Okay, so we need to use some extra space here. So, let's do... So what I'm thinking is, like, basically let me make the smelters first. So, I'm thinking we do like 6 that way. Copper plate. And then basically like that. We'll need this guy to join up. Won't need this at all. And then the output can come up like that. Okay. Can even move the box.
Insufficient materials.
Oh, we could do big boxes now, but I mean, we don't need big boxes for this kind of stuff. I think the main idea of this game is just don't be afraid to rebuild stuff over and over. Because that's the truth of how it needs to be done. How is this thing powered? Oh, okay. Yeah, they're barely in their circumference. Okay, so we doubled the copper. This should be a full line of copper now. Which should speed up the missile production. Copper is basically like the military unit. Oh, look at this. This doesn't even reach the sorter. I mean, this thing is chewing up the copper. I wonder if we should even go up from that. I mean, this is gonna push the power and stuff. How's the power? Decent. But like, dare I?
Research.
And we can't even keep up with our research. Alright, so here's a good example of some use of fast belts. Okay, so we got 12, right? How do you do the, oh yeah, Control C. 12 smelters doing 1 a second, which means this can handle a fast belt. But the copper, I mean the main source of copper is coming from way over here. So it's really like, do we want to upgrade all this? Okay, I guess we do. Let's see how much of that got upgraded all the way to here. So we want to go at least to the first 6 smelters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then, yeah, okay. And then similarly to the output, so 3, 3. We want to upgrade here. How far do we want to go? I guess just tell the splitter. Okay, now we're out of them. So let me get some more. I also get back the tier 1 belts when we do that. Okay, so upgrade tool. We were upgrading that. So at least it goes to the splitter with 6. Now look at the copper line, it's actually not full, which is kind of what I expected, which means we just need more copper. Now, I want to find a different patch, so where are the copper? Here's our first one, it's almost gone. Here's the one we're mainly using. There's one here, which could work, and then there's one over here, which could also work. Both are outside of the defense. I think I'll use this one. Okay, so we need, I'll get 2 miners for this. Where are they? Here's the box. Okay. We might want to boost power generation after this, we'll see. So, we can join it to this somehow. Ooh. Oh yeah. I have a smart mug. Yeah. Literally, I have a smart mug. It's kind of hilarious. It was a gift, but I actually kind of love it. It's my first time using it. My coffee is exactly 136 degrees, and it's staying at that temperature. Pretty cool, I know. Can you downgrade? Yes, you can. So I want to downgrade and then continue this with tier 1. Okay. We're just gonna go down. I guess I'll just go like this, right past the defense. Now this is almost a situation where I could see maybe using logistics could work, but let's hold off for now since I already built the belt, and we just don't have logistics like up and running really yet. So this is bringing in another 3 per second. I wonder if I should do 6 per second here. It's like 4. It's like 7, potentially 7 per second, but I think I should. Believe it or not. Uh-oh, what did that just do? I think I upgraded. No, it's fine. Okay, man, we're really throughputing. So charging, good. I wonder if there's a graph that shows your battery capacity. I bet there is. Oof. New. What? Okay, that's crazy. I'll have to I'll have to explore that later. Here we go. This is the panel I wanted to look at. So we got, what do we got here? What is what? Generation capacity. Oh, this is demand. Why is this? Oh, I see. Dashboard is just the customizable. Oh, that's really cool. So at any point, yeah, okay. And it's Shift P, so you can just like jump to it. Oh yeah, I can't wait till we get our solar sails going. Still got these hashes going on. We need to figure out what that is. Charging power. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really understand the usefulness of this. Now this is cool. The fact that it tells you what things are working. Huh. You would think it'd be smart enough to just not burn the thermal plants if it doesn't need to, but maybe it doesn't do that. Because it's just constant 17.2. And it looks like these are charged all the way. Okay, let's make the graphene next. It's sulfuric acid, so this is the first thing that uses sulfuric acid. Oh, maybe that's why we got that notification. Oh, okay. Because sulfuric acid, eventually, you can literally just like pump sulfuric acid from the oceans of an alien planet. Yeah, pretty cool. That's like infinite supply, kind of like water is on this planet. It's just like infinite supply on a alien planet. This is, okay, we're actually short on circuits. Which, I mean, I'm not surprised. We have one little facility in the middle of the factory doing it. So, yeah, of course we're short on it. I guess I can just double it real quick. We need more sorters. Empty some things in here. We got some copper ore we don't need. Doubling the circuits. So all this, I mean, this is more demand on iron as well. Like, see the iron? It's kind of dwindling, but I'm not going to worry about it. It's nothing, I think, that matters. It's really being... As long as the blue production is fine, which it looks like it is, then I'm fine. Okay. So, missiles, yeah, that should be better now. Oh, look at this. The copper actually needs a faster input. I didn't notice that the first time we built it. We definitely have enough copper, so... Okay, we're very close to finally filling up that box. So that means we'll start getting missiles to the turrets actually pretty soon. So, sulfuric acid is light oil, stone, and water. Now, a natural good position for this would be parallel to plastic, because we already got the light oil coming in, and I guess the water to some degree. Where's the water? I guess we could do it above. Do it above the organic crystals. Here's the light oil. I could kind of move this, kind of pivot this a little bit. I think I like that the best. So let's work on sulfuric acid. Stone is actually the highest used resource, and then light oil is second. So those two I want next to the facilities. And then we'll need 2 more lines as well. Since we did 3 each, I guess I'll do 3 on the other guys. Let me check to see if there's any of these chemical plants in this box. There is not, so we need to make 3 of them, which we don't have the resources for, so we need more steel. Let me dump these magnets. I don't really like having magnets in my inventory. Okay. Making chemical plants, 2 more. Alright, so how much room do we need? At least that much. We might need more even.
Replication complete.
Okay, so here's the light oil. We can do a splitter, multi-tiered splitter like that. Yeah, and then... Okay, let's see. Light oil. There's stone right here, so maybe we just mine a new stone. Okay, I'm gonna come down. Maybe I'll go up like this on 2-tier, level 2, and then come down. That way a stone can come under here if it needs to. But, you know, I mean, this is so unorganized. I feel, well, there's stone kind of all over the place. Let me go check on where our other stone is. So stone is actually coming in here, splitting here, which is a non-prioritized splitter, and then going to where it needs to go. So why don't we just take it from there? That way, if we need to increase the stone supply, we'll just tie it back all the way there. Which sounds like a mess because it's just more spaghetti. But I think the spirit of it is correct. Alright. I got a bunch of belts because I figured this is going to use a lot. Okay, yeah. Then just head over. Oh my gosh. How have I not known that this game does this? I've been using the arrow keys to go over belts, but if you just do it,
Reset.
it just does this little like hump automatically. It's crazy. Wow. Somehow I didn't know that. Maybe that was one of those things that's like added later in the game. Okay, we finished all our technology. Instead of continuing to just, you know, barrel through all of them, I'm gonna try some yellow research to just see what happens. Our factory might break down, but I want to give it a shot. And does it work if you're next to it? No, it does not. The auto bridge does not work if you're next to it. So be watching the, in fact, let me put that back on. Yeah, the power. If we see it flicker yellow, then we know it's struggling. Sorry, not yellow, orange. So the stone needs to be next to it. I think I want to do, I want to change this. Make the light oil be here. And then have the stone be here. And I'm just now looking at the time. It's like running out very quickly. Okay. Try to finish the sulfuric acid production at least. Alright. Okay. I think it's just water other than this, right? Luckily these poles fit in there. Yeah. Water. Ordinary water. I could do it here. I want to do it here. Under, yeah, like that. So I'll do it with a splitter, which means we need foundation. And then we'll just see. Just assume it's going to work and then check on the throughput of that pump a little bit later. Okay, so we're discharging quite a bit here to satisfy the power. So if the batteries run out, we will start seeing that orange flickering. And this is the output for the sulfuric acid. Which I suppose... I just realized this box is like really in the way. the stone line as well. Oof, excuse me. Okay. Yeah. I'll just split it into, or maybe I'll just leave it there. I'll just leave it there for now. I don't want to put it in a tank necessarily. Alright. Let me... maybe the power's okay. Oops, this needs to go in here. Yeah, alright. There goes the yellow. Can we check on it? Okay, 7.5 per minute. Oh boy. 7.5. I hate using fractions. Oh, okay, so that's 8. So there's really 6 buildings, but we really need 8. To do the 1 per second goal. Can we just make more right now? Let's check to see if we have any in the box. And then I'll wrap it up because we're going a little long. We haven't done the hydrogen fuel rods either. We need to do that. Can these stack? Okay, they can. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna leave it there. I like this double tower look, it's cool, with the 2 belts coming in. We didn't quite get to graphene, but we're close. We have the sulfuric acid line, which will be an input for graphene, right here. But it also takes a lot of graphite. So, I'm surprised we didn't actually boost the power any. In fact, we cut it back because we destroyed 4 of our hydrogen thermal plants. So, perhaps next time we'll build more batteries or solar panels or both. But if you take a look over here, oh, actually good, mostly. All right, well that's gonna wrap it up for today. But it seems like we got a lot done. It's like kind of little things, just boosting production and stuff like that. And we'll just be continuing with this little Earth-like planet base. I still have not ran over to Metallo 4 to get more titanium. I'm surprised I haven't needed to do that yet. I guess because we haven't been doing yellow science much. Let's see, actually, yeah, that's almost certainly going to be something we do at some point in the next episode, so hopefully y'all tune in for that one. Alright, thanks for watching.